first learned about the therapy dogs through one of our teachers, Jen Paley, who has a dog that's trained as a therapy dog. And she came to me and she asked if I would be interested, or the school would be interested, in allowing the dogs to come in and team up with children. I love dogs, I'm a dog person, so I said yes. And to be honest with you, she told me there's research that says it improves reading, and I didn't believe her. But it didn't matter to me. I thought it would be a great opportunity for students to sit with dogs and another adult and have that bond. I think it was only 4 or 5 at first, and the children just flourished. I mean, the reading skills went up for one child like every month, and that was only 4 sessions a month.
I just started with a program in October of this past year, and I have a little girl who loves to read. My experience when I come for a visit is that Rex comes first. She greets Rex with lots of hugs and kisses, and then me. Then she'll say hello to me.
Here, good dog, are you ready for another story? Here is another one just for you.
My daughter doesn't really have strong skills in reading, but she likes to do it, and sometimes it's tough for them to get a start. It's tough for them to feel comfortable. She loves animals, especially dogs. We have a dog at home, so she's familiar with that. And when she heard that she had the opportunity to read with a therapy dog, she was just thrilled that she could do it. She's doing a lot of other reading programs through the school, but I think especially with this one, because it's a little more laid back. It's not as structured. It's casual. It's for the pure enjoyment of it, and she really responds to the dog, and she's actually trying to read to our dog at home now too. So.
When I went home with my mom, it wasn't with my other dog that I have because she's too old to read to. Now that I have a dog that I could read to and listens to me, it's pretty fun. Maybe I might even be somebody who takes care of animals. When Mrs. Moon came back, she found the class all quiet. How nice, she said.
My name is Jennifer Paley, and I'm a 2nd grade teacher. The way we run the program here in our school is we, along with the principal and the social worker and the teachers, we will determine which kids we think would really benefit from reading with a therapy dog team. And then what we do is we pair that one student up with the same handler on a weekly basis.
Us under control, said Dexter. I think someone should
But just then, Brad thinks it is his lucky day. This is so good, I think I will have seconds. Not again. Target, target, target.
We're quite busy. We go to different schools and libraries, wherever they need us, and we're at Sunnyview Rehabilitation Hospital twice a week. And when a patient comes in Sunnyview Hospital, one of the first things they're told is that they're going to meet Cooper. But I retired, so someone in the house has to work. It might as well be him.
Target, target, target. Fang is back. Fang is back. Yikes! It's Fang.
We have, in excess of 400 children in our school, and I have kids coming to my room and saying, my mom wants me to read with a dog. How can I read with a dog? How can I get into this program? So being both a handler and a teacher, I get to see both sides of it. I get to see it as the perspective of the handler and what a handler and dog team can offer a child who maybe is struggling a little bit in school. And I also see the kids and the excitement that they exhibit. Some children I've seen their reading scores improve greatly, their confidence, they're not afraid to read in front of other people now. Children that have been afraid of dogs, by the end of the program you see them laying on their bellies reading to the dog in the library. So there's been a lot of different successes, and each child has their own success.
Because you usually decide what ones we have and where they go.
Same ones every week.
Same ones? Okay.
I just read He's very lazy today.
He's very lazy today. It's been a long day for him. Girl,
Yes, Myrtle.
you gonna come over?
Now, once I get rid of this,
These I can't slip on. Got it.
Okay.
If I leave no sockets. On the first page.
Small Talk and I were just certified last July, and we started doing these reading programs in September. We have a little girl here that absolutely loves him. She has pit bulls at home, so she had to get used to a little bit smaller of a dog. She loves that he does tricks, and part of our reading experience is after she reads, she likes to get him to speak, and he'll do a little sign language, or to beg or to roll over. So for her, that's kind of a reward for her reading well.
Sometimes she brings treat for small dog and he does tricks.
Do you think we can get him to roll over?
Usually this time of day he's tired and he just wants somebody to read a story to him and so he could go to sleep. I love dogs. Dogs are cute.
Most of the time, if they're stumbling, they're really trying hard to get it right, and I help them and then ask them to say the word themselves. And sometimes I ask them, do you know what that word means? And if they don't, then we can explore what does it mean. They seem to react quite positively to that approach.
It comes from water with vapor. Dish is then sometimes they come up to me and try to lick me hand, and I just pat them on the back and then I give everybody a hug and we start reading. Like this, I'm tired and then fall asleep quick.
They really are happy to see us, and they smile and they like to pet the dog, but they're careful about how they pet him, and it's really good. Spaghetti. I got started really because of my daughter and the fact that I really love the dogs. And it sounded like such a really good program, and I enjoy it as much as the dogs do.
My mother had a loss in her life which left her with more spare time and feeling a little lonely. And I think it's a very wonderful thing when a person, as they get older, can still give something back to the community. It's so much in our best interest because the young people that we're working with are going to be our leaders in the future. These kids are going to grow up to be stand-up people.
The princess wearing a gold crown over it. The mirror is very scary.
The yellow one? Very funny, Bailey says. No, really, Bailey. Really, really. I take my hands out of
I've been working with the same student for 2 years now. It's really been a growing relationship, and I see tremendous improvement in their reading and their enjoyment of reading, and we have quite a bond. She has quite a bond with Ruby as well.
Baby twins. Ruby is like a really good listener, and I see her every Wednesday. She has like encouraged me to do a lot of things.
The dogs have to be gentle. If the child is afraid, the dog has to be absolutely reliable. And these dogs, they all can read people better than we can, and react in such a way that over time these children come around and are much more comfortable with them over time.
There's been a lot of improvement, and I think a lot of that has to do with she likes to spend time with him. So the more she reads, the more time she gets to spend with him.
You get to know these children and you really get attached to them. You remember them at Christmas and birthdays, and I think they look forward to it too.
I get a kick out of it. I have a couple of granddaughters that I read to all the time, so it's nice to have someone read to me for a change.